The Commercialization Academy is a 3-month experiential education and technology acceleration program sponsored by the Air Force Research Laboratory in Rome, New York, that pairs 24 university students from across the state of New York with high-potential Air Force technologies. The goals? To develop entrepreneurial leaders and launch new technology ventures based on proven Air Force tech. The program started with the Commercialization Crucible, a week-long immersive event where students met with the technology inventors as well as industry mentors and venture capitalists while learning the fundamentals of entrepreneurship, all within a fast-paced, real-world environment. At the end of the week, they had built teams and selected technologies to work with. For the next 3 months, students worked with their teams and mentors on modeling their new business concepts and preparing to present their investor-ready commercialization plan for their selected technology. The program culminated with a business competition sponsored by NISTEC. Students competed for up to $50,000 in prizes and the opportunity to license the technologies from the Air Force Research Lab and start their new venture as true entrepreneurs.
The Commercialization Academy really pairs students with technologies in order to do 2 things. One is to educate students on principles of entrepreneurship in a real-world setting, and the second, the Air Force, they develop technologies for Air Force purposes. This gives them a channel in order to commercialize these technologies for market purposes.
The idea really behind the Commercialization Academy is looking at technologies and then commercializing them into private use instead of seeing those sit on a shelf somewhere. Hopefully get them out into the open and create companies around them.
We're trying to tap into the ingenuity, the entrepreneurship of these students to bring these technologies and perhaps repurpose them to more commercializable applications. A good example, latex paint. It was an attempt to develop a flexible paint that could be used on inflatable radomes. As a result, we have latex paint just about in every house in the nation. There's a whole series of dual-use technologies that have benefited the people in general in this country.
A couple of things stand out for me on this program. One is the diversity of the teams, how they were able to get people from different schools on the same team. And I think that's a great help for success because you bring multiple different viewpoints to the problem.
We have 24 students that are taking part in this program this year. 14 of them are technology people and 10 are business students. And what we look for is that diversity of backgrounds, because when you come in and you form a team, having those different perspectives is really, really important.
One of the best things about this program was we got to meet the inventors of all these different technologies, and we got to really see the passion and the excitement they had behind them. And it cultivated in us a passion to really go out there and be able to make something of it in a commercial environment.
I have loved the program so far. I think it's a really great opportunity to learn about technology and business, to learn about patents, to learn about companies that are involved in this process. And I think it's so important for all of us to see how important each person is in the business process, in the entrepreneurship process.
This program does something. It's not just giving you startup money, it's not just giving you seed money to start a business, it's giving you the tangibles that you need to be a successful businessman, and that's what I'm so grateful for that.
I think that entrepreneurship tends to be something that gets awoken inside of somebody, not to say it can't be taught, but I think most people don't think of it as a traditional career path. So I think it takes programs like this to allow people the possibility that this is something that they can spend their lives doing.
I think the best part of the program for me is really seeing how all of us are changing. We came in day one, we were kind of unsure about the whole process. Now that we're moving through, we're all really changing. Some of the technical people are getting more risky, some of the riskier people are getting more technical. Everybody's kind of just broadening all of their horizons, and it's just really cool to see.
This is a win-win. It's a win for the Air Force Research Laboratory, it's a win for the inventors, it's a win for the students, it's a win for the community and the nation. We have products, we have new business, we have jobs.
Economic vitality has a network multiplying effect. You get one company that starts up and grows from 3 or 4 people to 300 or 400 people. That's a huge impact on the company, not only directly, but also through the multiplier or network effect. Some people will leave that company and they'll start up other companies. They will buy goods and services and legal services from other local companies. And that multiplier effect is huge.
You're going to be able to see technologies and new businesses get launched from those technologies. And by doing that, you're actually going to start drawing people into the community. You're going to have all these different organizations begin to work together. Participants enjoy this program and they get a lot out of this program because it is different than the standard educational environment. I mean, they work with real-world technologies. And by doing so, I mean, this really is real. They have the opportunity to run a business around this, and you just don't get that in a classroom.